Hey everyone, so we are back in one of my favorite spots, which is of course the kitchen, because I am going to be sharing with you guys yet again another high protein recipe. And if you are someone who just loves desserts but wants to be guilt-free and high protein, this recipe is for you. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys a 15-calorie mocktail that I have with almost every single dinner. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video, and without further ado, let's get to the recipe. You would not believe that these biscuits are almond flour. This high protein breakfast tastes like a cheat meal, but it is completely clean. Let me show you how I made these almond flour buttery biscuits from scratch. They came out absolutely delicious, so you know I had to give you the recipe. So right now I'm going in with my dry ingredients. So right here, y'all, I'm being heavy-handed with my cinnamon because this brings out the flavor so much, and I absolutely love cinnamon and the benefits. So now that I'm all finished with that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my wet ingredients. And of course, make sure you are mixing your dry ingredients separately from your wet ingredients. The plain Greek yogurt made these biscuits so fluffy, and it also added tons of protein. So instead of unhealthy sugar that's typically used in almost all the biscuits that you would ever buy, we are going to go ahead and use wildflower honey. And if you don't know, this is packed with tons of antioxidants, more than you would get from regular honey. So for this recipe, I'm going to use ghee. That's totally optional. You can use butter. Ghee is just easier to digest than butter, contains way more vitamins, and it is absolutely best for people who are sensitive to dairy. So now that we are all finished with that, we're going to go ahead and add our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients, and want to make sure you're not adding too much of your wet ingredients. You want this to be a nice doughy texture. So just make sure you add it in slowly. I did go ahead and add a bit more almond flour to it just to get that dough consistency. Okay, let's go ahead and add it to our baking pan, and I just coated my fingers with flour just so the dough does not stick to my fingers too much. I did preheat my oven to 350, and I did let it sit in the oven for about 15 minutes. We're now gonna go ahead and get started with our fresh strawberry sauce. Y'all, this brought out all the flavor. This was so good. So we're gonna go ahead and cut up our fresh strawberries. We're gonna set our pot to medium heat, and we're gonna add our fresh strawberries to our pot. I am using monk fruit. If you know that monk fruit is the most healthy sweetener that there is out there, so don't be afraid to be heavy-handed. am then going to go ahead and let that simmer for 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and prep my steak, and making steak is very self-explanatory, but I do want to let you guys know that I am using spices. So instead of using all the Tony Chachere's Sazon season, I am sticking to my garlic powder, onion powder, Himalayan sea salt, my paprika, you know, all that good stuff, because we're not eating so much sodium. That's what's going to keep us bloated, looking fat and puffy. Like, we don't want that. And sis, if you want that, go ahead and use those seasonings, but it's a major no for me. Now, I would be wrong if I did not give y'all the details on this griddle. This has made my life so much easier, and if you're someone with a big family, this is a great option for you because you'll be able to make so many things on this griddle at one time. It's non-stick and easy to clean, and it's also affordable, so I'll make sure I go ahead and link that down in the comments. I did get this off of Amazon, and it came with 1-day shipping if you have Amazon Prime. Yes, I would definitely recommend this. 10 out of 10 for me. But yes, back to the steak. So I did go ahead and put mine on the griddle, and I knew that it wasn't gonna, there is my husband, y'all, just acting so silly and hungry, but I did want to go ahead and get it crispy on the edges, and I knew it was not gonna cook fully because these steaks are so big. So after about 5 minutes on each side, I did put it in the oven so I can get a medium well finish. Okay, you guys, I am now going to go ahead and flip it over to the opposite side because I do want both sides to be crispy. Okay, and now it is time to pop these bad boys in the oven for about 15 minutes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with our eggs, and of course this is self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to make scrambled eggs, but I do want to mention that I did use the juice that came from my steak so it can have more flavor. Okay, you guys, so this is the 15-calorie mocktail that I absolutely love. So I'm just going to go ahead and add my fresh watermelon and my Fresca drink, of course. I absolutely love this. This is the grapefruit flavor, and this has 0 calories, so it's definitely guilt-free. I am then going to top it off with my watermelon drink mix, and this is non-alcoholic. And then I'm also going to add my lemon juice. So you guys, go ahead and give it a swirl. Go ahead and give this a try. It is so delicious. And here is the finished product. Our high protein breakfast biscuits along with our steak and eggs and my homemade Greek yogurt sauce. Let me know what you guys thought about this recipe, and after you've given it a try, come back down to the comments and let me know how it tastes. Catch you guys in the next video.